Yeah, I think that it's a matter of recognizing your boundaries. And I think, Noble made a comment to that about, I think, a lady that I don't remember if he had shown her like tons and tons of properties and they just, unrealistic expectations, and he decided, to just tell her that it wasn't a good fit. And I think he said it was like 4 years later and it was a listing of his and like that buyer was looking at a listing of his with another agent. So like, right, he realized like that would have been 4 years worth of someone that still just wasn't ready to commit. Even like last week, I had when you travel, it makes your schedule a little bit difficult. There's a lady that was very adamant about a specific time on Monday that she wanted to meet. Like I couldn't. I already had prearranged appointments. I think she had, called and texted and emailed like every single day. If I didn't respond within like 5 minutes, it was another email or a text message. And like, right, for me and my mental health, like that doesn't work well for me. And so for me, I referred it to another agent in our office that can be more flexible or might have more time available. And, they were under contract, right? So it's a matter of like realizing, again, like that's just not a good fit for me right now, but there's another agent that's eager and will have that time available on Monday. And we still worked for the client, right? Like she still got what she needed and everybody's happy at the end of the day. So I think, you know, I talked about it on stage, but especially for new agents, I think it's really hard to give up a client because like you're looking for your first paycheck. It is what it is, right? To get into that routine, like we're at a place in our lives where we can refer someone out if it doesn't make sense. But I try to tell those new agents, again, you have to be mindful of how people are talking to you. And if they're being rude and, I think we talked about a couple episodes ago, like it's okay, like to break that because I guarantee you that someone right behind them is going to worship the ground you walk on. They're going to be your client for life. And we just have to remember that we are not at everyone's fucking call as much as they like to portray that. There's realistic things in life that just can't make it happen.
And with that, not only that's how the clients like to portray that, but that's how, I felt when I first started, that I had to be at the beck and call. And so I know that we've talked about that multiple times and over and over. And it's just, I think it's great to be able to hear that no matter what conference we go to or where we're at, these different topics that we are continuously talking about, it's almost like, I don't know if it's that I'm more aware of these topics and it's being talked about other places as well. And I think that, one of the other podcasts I want to do and talk about is, mental health and again on, high producing people, those that are constantly out there and how actually strenuous it is on your personal side.